So, Josh Too Funny has this Don't Leave Me challenge buzzing all over on Twitter and Instagram, yeah? So we decided to jump on it. Well, if it turns out nice and you do like it, then it was Phoenix's idea. But then if it's a total flop and I end up disgracing my family, well, it was that guy, Alright, so here it goes. When I come in from work, I always like to call Kate. Hey! Could this be a habit that I inculcate?
Hey, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
I carry my goods go sell for Alaba market, hey! But the market was dry. Alaba market.
Hey, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
I saw my folks watching Telemundo. Hey! I insulted them and they begin to parao. Hey! As I waka pass, I tell them undo.
Hey, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
In my village, there's a big mango tree. Hey! Dog a pit toilet under it, call it toiletry.
Hey, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
If I put this in my pod and it goes viral, hey! Can I say I have made my podcast?
Hey, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me.
Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. Well, as far as the Don't Leave Me challenge goes, I don't think I did too bad. I don't know. You should be the judge of that. I don't know. Alright, so you're welcome to another episode of The Talking Phoenix. Yeah, I missed you guys so much. You're welcome aboard the Phoenix Express. Choo-choo! And I'm your host, the host with the most. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Should I? I'm not gonna do that. Should I? I'm not gonna. Yo, the host with the most. Okay, tranquilo. I'm super excited. I don't know what's wrong with me. So on this episode, I'm going to be talking about snitches. Yes, all of you rats, all of you snitches. You a snitch? Are you a snitch? Are you a snitch? Yes, you. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you with the glasses on. I know probably you with them headphones, lying down on your bed. Are you a snitch? Or you playing with your speaker, your Bluetooth speaker? Are you a snitch? Or you sound like a snitch? You look like a snitch. Alright, let's go. So we're talking about snitches and snitching. Alright, so let's get into it. Well, first of all, I've got to apologize. I'm in my studio. And for those of you who do not know, my studio is mobile. And it's raining, so you can literally hear the sound of the rain droplets hitting the roof. Alright, so just bear with me on this one, alright? So, snitching and snitches. Alright, so I'm going to start off with this story. Yeah, listen. In 2006, look, I'm not making this up. You could do your own research after this. I saw this on an article I saw online. I can't remember the site. It says, in 2006, a Coca-Cola employee offered to sell Coca-Cola secrets to Pepsi. Pepsi responded by notifying Coca-Cola. All right, let's just pause here right now. How unfortunate do you have to be? Wait, let me go over it again. A Coca-Cola employee offered to sell Coca-Cola secrets to Pepsi. Pepsi, in turn, responded by notifying Coca-Cola. This is like village people standard kind of unlucky because let me tell you how messed up this thing is. First of all, Pepsi and Coca-Cola are like two brands that are big and opposing, yeah? Just like Samsung and the iPhone, or BMW and Mercedes-Benz. Alright? So, why it's so messed up for this guy is, let me just paint a picture for you. Let's say this happens on a Friday. Like after Friday, he gets to like the VIP staff room, and then he sees like your recipe, right, for making Coca-Cola, and then he takes a screenshot And then he goes back home Friday night. And then TGIF, he meets up with his friends and they're in a bar, they're drinking and everything. And he's like, hey Josh, what up? I'm good. How's work? Work's fine. And then he's like, Joey's like, my brother just got like a job in Pepsi. And he's like, oh wow. He's like a manager in Pepsi. And he's like, oh wow. He was like, okay, I've got something. I want to meet with your brother. And says, I've got like the recipe for Coca-Cola's brand, right? And then he meets up with the brother on Saturday and then tells the brother, I've got this, I've got the evidence, I've got the picture and everything. And then the brother informs Coca-Cola. You know why this is messed up? This guy has to report to work on Monday morning. Like, you have to report to work on Monday morning. And it's even more messed up if he doesn't know he was being snitched on. He's the snitch, but then he gets snitched on at the same time. So you just get to work and then you have like security people looking at you funny, the receptionist looking at you. Coca-Cola is a big company, do you get? So I just imagine the news has gone around and they put out like a bolo in the office and they're like, this guy is a traitor, committed treason and all that. So you're walking in and everybody's looking at you funny, giving you stern looks, like staring you down. You're like, hey, Elizabeth. And she's just, you get into the elevator and everybody's looking at you. You remember like that scene when Captain America got into the elevator in Avengers and they were trying to like secure the bag and everybody, and then he eventually fought all of them. Yeah, something like, you see how all of them were looking at him? Exactly. Everybody's giving you those kind of looks. And then you get to your cubicle and you barely even sit down. Somebody just walks up to you and is like, hey Josh, the boss wants to see you. Like, all right. And then you casually stroll and everybody's looking at you. Okay, at that point I think you should already know that something is up, yeah? When you enter the office, how do you begin to explain yourself? Or probably you get to the office door and it's like all these glass doors, yeah, that you can see through, and then you see the guy you just met with on Saturday. If it's me, I could just turn back. I literally just turn back. I pack my cubicle and just go home, because how do you explain that kind of thing? Do you know how unlucky you'd be for your snitching to go wrong? Well, I wish there was more to the story, because I would really love to know how it ended and all that. So that's the story we're starting this episode on. A snitch. Well, he was not fortunate. He was an unlucky snitch, so to say. But many of you are snitches. And it's not, what is snitching? Some of you ask, what is snitching? Snitching is telling on somebody. And in most cases, is telling on somebody in such a way that the person has something to lose, yeah? Because if you tell on somebody normally and they don't have anything, it's like talking, it's like conversation. But then when you say something that implicates somebody, or somebody has to lose, or gets in trouble or something, yeah, I think that is snitching, right? Well, so everybody's a snitch. Well, let me not say everybody. I'm saying everybody's a snitch because I'm trying to snitch on myself right now, and I'm trying to make myself feel good about it. But then everybody has one point where you actually told on somebody. Maybe they forced your hand or something, but then okay, this is me. All right, so let me just give you my own snitching moment. All right, so this happened when I was really little. Yeah, I was really little. I can't remember how old I was. Probably 7-ish, 8. I don't know. So my dad traveled. Yeah, my dad is one of those people who loves their cars. Yeah, we didn't even get to wash our dad's cars because he just felt would spoil something, or we wouldn't wash it right. You get? So he loved his car, and he had this Mercedes-Benz 190. And you already know the story. You know how. All right, so so he was traveling for work one time. I can't remember where they traveled to, but then it was a work thing. So I think they traveled in group, yeah. And then my mom was just learning to drive at the time, so she started taking the car out on her own sometime. So when he traveled, we went to church, and then we went to the market afterwards and got like a couple of things. So there's this thing my dad does, yeah, when we have like a lot of stuff in the boot or like in the back of the car, like when the car is loaded and there are a lot of things you have to take into the kitchen. He takes the car around the back, yeah, and parks it really close to the kitchen door, so it's easy for us to take the stuff out. But then to go around the house is really tight, so you have to like be skilled to do it right. So we got stuff, and then my mom wanted to do that, and then she actually did go around to the back. But on getting to the back, she scratched the side door, like from the door, the passenger's side, the front passenger side, down to the back, because there was this rail in front of the kitchen, so it was too close. And then she scratched it. I was like, so, and my dad was coming back that day in the evening. So we got everything out after the whole shock and everything. We got everything out, and then we went. My mom took the car back and stuff. So when we were just there, and in the evening, the staff boss came and they were dropping my dad. So that came, all of us rushed out, and I remember, I don't know why. God, I don't know why, but then I remember rushing to my dad. I was the one that went out, so I hugged him. He was still sitting in the car. And then I hugged him and I just held his suit because I think the bag was too heavy or something. And he didn't even get up from the car. And immediately I just told him, "Daddy, welcome." The first thing that came out of my mouth was, "Mommy scratched your car." Like, "Mommy scratched your car." Look, I don't know why, it just happened. And I remember the story. So immediately I got the suit and I came back. Like I just snitched and then left him in the car and then ran back. But I was holding the suit. And I got to the door. Then my mom was there, she was coming out late, and then she now told us, like in the door there, like none of us should tell our dad about it yet. And in my mind I was like, oh snap. And you know how you swallow the saliva and be like, but then I knew I'd already told on her, but then I didn't tell her. I didn't know how to say it. And then I was small, so I just kept quiet, and I felt really bad, so I just went inside, like out of sight kind of thing. And then my dad came in. Immediately he went into the room with my mom. I don't know, they talked about it and stuff. So he then came out, yeah, and called me and told me to come and show him. So this guy, he now pointed me out because everybody now saw, we were in the sitting room watching it, and I said, "Austin, I can come and show me the place." Do you get? So everybody knows now that I was in Snitch. Do you? So like, I don't know why. That's it. I don't know what happened. I can't remember. They eventually fixed the car and stuff. But then that snitching moment, it's not my finest moment. And then in my defense, I was still a kid, so I didn't know better than just to tell and snitch on people. Yeah, that's what kids do. It's not my fault. So, but then, well, I really felt bad for my mom because when I came to the door, she was like, "Don't tell anybody." I was like, oh, "Okay, you're in trouble already. Toodles, best of luck, and I hope may the odds be in your favor." So that was my snitching moment. All right. Well, snitching is not just for kids because everybody does it. I feel like if it's like in really serious matters, then you like restrain yourself on it. But time to time, people let something slip, probably subconsciously or consciously. So I can't really remember. I'll try to look for this tweet. But there was a tweet I saw on Twitter at one point, and it was a lady, and she said, so she told her dad something, yeah, and told her dad not to tell his wife, her mom. Her dad went ahead and told his wife, and told his wife not to tell the daughter that he told her. But then the mother later came to her now and told her what the father told her, and told her to pretend to her father like she doesn't know that the mother knows. Do you get? So in the tweet, she's like, she doesn't know who to trust again in her house. See how twisted this thing is? Everybody snitches. No, everybody snitches. And I feel like the worst, okay, I'm trying to be stereotypical right now, yeah? But then in the family, the person that snitches the most is like the moms. Okay, no, they can be like the confidants, yeah, like the person you confide in and everything. But then they are like terrible snitchers. What is like they snitch because you tell your mom something and then they eventually turn around one day and use it against you, or you mention something to them and then at night when they're doing night devotion, they start doing prayer points about what you said. You get like they raise a prayer point. All right, let's pray about this thing. Okay, that one gets a pass because they're not like snitching on you. But then, why? Like, why? I know, we both know who. Like, this prayer point it didn't come from the Holy Spirit. We both know why this prayer point is being prayed right now. So, mom, I don't get why. So, mothers, oh Lord. So, I think it depends on the kind of parents you have. Some people are like really good sacred keepers. They'll take you to the grave and whatnot. Some are, woo! Oh Lord. Sometimes it's your siblings. Last borns are the worst. They are terrible. The smaller they are, the more dangerous they are, the more volatile they are, because those ones will just explode. They can sell you out for sweets. Like the ordinary, okay, they can sell you out for phone. Brother, give me your phone, let me play a game. What did this person tell you? This person told me blah, 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 blah. So far they just get what they want. So my advice is don't tell nobody stuff. We're all snitches. We are all snitches. Alright, so finally, snitching is not totally a bad thing. Like, it feels like a bad thing, yeah, because you rat somebody out and then they feel like you betrayed their trust and all of that. But then there are times when snitching is like the right thing to do, yeah? Especially when it has to do with things that go against moral stuff or like human rights. Basically, that goes against anything that is right. Even organizations have, the country has whistleblowing policies. Do you get? Like in your offices, you can report sexual harassment. It's snitching. Do you get? They do it in a way where you can do it anonymously. Do you get? So when things like that happen, you know that this person is sexually harassing people in your offices, and then you don't want to tell on them or don't want to speak up about it because you're like, nah, I don't want to be a snitch. Then you're wrong. If you're not snitching, you're wrong in that case. Do you get? So there are times when you actually have to tell on people. Say you have a friend goes about raping people or murdering people, and then you say you wouldn't snitch on them just because what? They're your friends, and then people die, or people are traumatized, people are raped, people are killed. That is wrong. So the country, organizations, they understand the need for people to tell on others where it's appropriate, yeah? And then they do so. So our advice, yeah, if you know whatever is not right, that goes against human rights, that goes against things that are moral, actually do tell. Like, you're doing the world a great service by snitching. So you're a certified snitch. Like, in that case, nobody judges you. The only person that would feel some type of way against you is the person you're snitching on, but then they did have it coming. So alright, before I leave, I just thought of something really crazy. Remember the story of the Coca-Cola employee who wanted to snitch on the Pepsi guy? Let me just like transcribe it into like something that can happen in this common day. So say there's this boy and this girl, yeah? And the girl is supposed to go pick something up from somewhere for the boy, somewhere really sketchy. And then one of our friends who really likes her boyfriend sees her there and then comes to the boyfriend and starts telling the boyfriend, this is why I've told you, this your girlfriend she's cheating on you, she's doing this one, this is where she went to, leave her and come to me. And then the boyfriend goes and tells his girlfriend, like, oh, this is your friend, no try, we'll see what she came and told me and stuff. And then he calls her up and is like, don't worry, come and meet me in this place. I think I'll leave my girlfriend, I'm ready for you. And then he comes and then she comes and then she sees the two of them, just like how that guy walked into the office, and then she has to start explaining herself. I think we should do that. Please, all of you that like to snitch, please, well, don't worry, karma is coming for you, all right? Don't worry, just keep up the... All right, I'm out of here. That's all I have for you guys today. Snitching. And I know that since I started talking about snitching, there are some people that have just been sweating. Like, their guilty conscience is just pricking them like this. Some people that snitched recently, like their last sin in snitching application was, in short, some people are online right now. Like they're probably snitching on, like two people are probably listening to this and one is snitching on another person. Alright, so that's it on snitching and snitches. I just hope you all are snitching for the right reasons. And please, if somebody confides in you and tells you something serious and that you should keep, don't be a snitch in such cases, because then you're not just being nice. You're actually breaking someone's trust and stuff. You only snitch when it's something you like right, and then it's not snitching, it's actually just doing the right thing. All right, so that's all we have for today. Thank you guys for sticking around, and don't be a stranger. Join the conversation. On Twitter, it's at DTalkingPhoenix. On Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook is at DTalkingPhoenix. The letter DTalkingPhoenix. Yeah, that's what's up. And then if you want to hook up with me, why did I say hook up? If you want to connect with me, the host with the most, Holy Ghost, yeah, that's what's up. All right. It's at 00Phoenix on Twitter and 00_Phoenix on Instagram. Catch you all on the next episode. Peace out. Stay safe.
See, our father, that Phoenix guy today do a beg. He today show himself. He today show himself. I don't like that guy at all. You know the latest one we do. You know that just too funny. Don't leave me challenge. That's what the guy come go the do. Which kind thing be that now? You don't hear that. You okay? You like? Ain't try. Okay, I don't know. And no while now. Okay, Phoenix now your friend. Now your brother. Okay, sorry. Guy, how far now? Guy, I beg come now. No go. I beg now. Hey, God save me. Only God can save me.